Right now, federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies are still searching for this man, 32-year-old Travis Decker. He is the Wenatchee father accused of murdering his 3 young daughters. Recently, investigators received a tip that a lone hiker who matched Decker's description was spotted at a campground at the Sawtooth National Forest in Idaho. Investigators eventually tracked down that hiker and learned it was not Decker, just someone who sort of looks like him. KIVI's Don Nelson spoke to the man himself about what it was like to be confused with a triple murder suspect.
If I can hold this up, can I beg I'm going to hold this up next to you. Now that right there is Travis Decker, a suspect in the murder of his 3 daughters over in central Washington. There was 2 sightings of somebody who looked like him up in the Sawtooth National Forest, 2 separate parties, 2 separate days, same description. Turns out that was you.
Yep.
Using only his first name, Nick says he and a friend went to enjoy the 4th of July weekend in the backcountry. After spending Friday night in the woods, his friend left on Saturday, and Nick decided to hike a bit further near Bear Creek in the Sawtooth National Forest.
So I took this fateful trip on my own.
Yeah.
Up the Bear Creek Trail, and here we are.
The first person who reported seeing a man who looked like Travis Decker said, "You didn't make eye contact with them."
You had sunglasses on, so there's no way in the world she would have known if you made eye contact with her, right?
Yeah, I think that's fair to assume.
Nick spent Saturday night in a different location, came home on Sunday. Idaho News 6 spent all day on Monday speaking with officials about the search for a man matching Travis Decker's description. Keep in mind, Nick was already at work on Monday morning in Boise. He really wasn't aware of the search until a friend said something.
Everything seemed normal until my friend that was up there with me sent me a text that said something like, "Bro, there's a manhunt. There's a killer that was in the campground with us." And he sent me a news article, and it described, and it had that photo, and it described a sighting, and this manhunt sparked off out of our campsite when we were there. Your instinct isn't to think that was me. So my first thought was, oh my God, we spent the night next to a murderer. That is frightening.
Nick called authorities, who in return called him back and asked if they could talk to him at work on Wednesday.
And we took up the conference room, and they friendly interrogated me for about half an hour. And it described me like the hair, the beard, the hat, the glasses, my earrings, tattoos, my shirt. The shorts were a different color. My shoes, the backpack, the location, the time. I was like, oh my God, they think I was that guy.
Nick wants to make it clear the people who called the tip line did the right thing.
In my opinion, I don't really look like the guy. Granted, they saw me from a distance, but just be careful, because this has been a little bit tumultuous for me and people around me, and disruptive at work. But I would encourage people to do that.
Fair warning, Nick plans to head back up to the hills this weekend, but he will be with his father the whole time.